Glory to Jesus Christ.
Glory forever.
Jesus Christ is coming again. And he is coming at an hour that we cannot possibly expect. An hour that not even the angels are aware of. And at that hour, he will sit on his glorious throne and separate the entire world. Therefore, everyone that has ever lived in the past up until the future, into two and only two groups. One group will be directed toward his right hand, and the other group toward his left. And each of us here will be either a sheep on the right hand of our good shepherd, or we will be found to be cursed goats at his left hand. And our entire lives are a preparation for this trial and judgment. Every day, every moment will be weighed and balanced. We are constantly confronted through our lives with both easy and difficult decisions for us to make. Some of these decisions convey love and compassion. Others can convey poor judgment through our selfishness and prideful desires. We hear this today in Matthew, when we are given a similar situation that we had with Luke's telling of the prodigal son. Today, Jesus' instruction about the final judgment comes after 3 warnings for us to be ready at all times. 3 warnings are, number 1, and again, these are succession, so we go back just before this passage in Matthew, you'll read all these parables and scenarios. Therefore, you also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. 2, the master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and in an hour he does not know, and will punish him. 3, watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour. Now, the fourth prequel of sayings concludes with a parable that ends in judgment. Quote, and cast the worthless servant into the outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. We also see in Revelation, and here in Matthew as well, that Jesus is the judge who will separate the sheep from the goats, the righteous from those who will die an eternal death. But as humans, we want things to be very clear and succinct. We want to be able to say, if I have this amount of faith, if I perform these actions, if I pray these prayers, then I will have lived up to my baptismal promises. Or likewise, we can say to ourselves, if I engage in this vicious behavior, I can expect to be punished for my evil deeds because of my rejection of Christ's commandments. But in this parable, we're not giving anything so simple and clear in this teaching of the last judgment. For when those who are found worthy they ask him, why have we been found worthy? Jesus said, as you did it to one of the least of these my brethren, you did it to me. Just one. Jesus is saying that if we help just one person in our lives whom we encounter, then we will be given the eternal reward. However, Jesus says to those who ask why they have been dismissed from him, that, as you did not do it to one of the least of these, you did not do it to me. If we neglect just one, we will be cursed to eternal fire. How can we possibly balance this teaching? If I help one, I am saved, but likewise, if I neglect one, I will be damned. In both instances, though, neither party knew that they were administering to or neglecting Jesus himself. Surely we can say that if the righteous, along with the sinners, if they saw Jesus right in front of them and that he was in any type of need, we would obviously render any appropriate aid to him. But often, when we encounter others, our human eyes and our human expectations see only the broken image of God in front of us. We see that which has been disfigured by the fallen world. And we fail to see the perfection one was created as. Sometimes we only see in others a lowly social stature, poverty, hunger, loneliness, mental illness, addiction, and turmoil. But Jesus is asking us to see the image and likeness of God present in each person, beneath whatever mask one has made for themselves. When we encounter others that seem different from us and who are in need, we cannot treat them as less than what we perceive ourselves to be. But we must treat them as our fellow brothers and sisters in Christ. We must treat them as the perfect image of God that is present beneath their outer shell. It is then that we can make the easy decision to assist those that we personally encounter, because we will see the spark of divinity glowing within them. If we can attend to those in need whom we personally encounter, then we will not be confused at our final judgment. We will be able to accept the glory Jesus wants to bestow upon us. Remember, Jesus Christ is coming again, and he is coming at an hour that we cannot possibly expect. We must therefore always be ready. We must always show loving compassion to those in dire need. Because if we do not recognize Christ in our fellow man and treat him as king here, then he will not be able to recognize us at our final judgment, and he will not treat us as kings in his kingdom. Glory to Jesus Christ. Blessed is our God.
Ave Maria Stella